country.
Hey there, good Saturday morning and welcome to Weekend Recharge. I'm Paul Goodlow.
I'm Molly McCollum.
And I'm Lynette Charles. America's weekend depends on the weather. We have some snow out there. We have the cold, of course, and we also do have some severe weather.
It's a little bit of everything, but we have the first potential lake effect snow event staring us down.
Yeah, first snow for a lot of people across the Midwest. Even maybe the Southeast could see some snowflakes as well. So yes, the season of change is upon us.
Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and that might include these kind of classic lake effect areas like Erie, Pennsylvania, up through areas like Buffalo, the Tug Hill Plateau, areas like Watertown. But still, this will be the first lake effect snow event for a lot of us where you look up and you're like, wow, it's feeling a lot more like the season. And, you know, it's not the type of snow that's going to shut things down, but it is kind of more of a festive feel to November. Here's the timing for you in Erie, where we start off with that kind of cold, miserable rain. Anytime you get that rain in 40s, you're like, man, I just wish this was snow. Well, you're going to get your wish here in Erie, Pennsylvania. This will change over into snow. Monday morning, you have the light snow falling. Monday evening, and then Tuesday, as we kind of get into these changing wind directions around the lake effect snow, that's going to keep us in the snow for probably about 48 hours, potentially there in Erie, Pennsylvania. There's the first system that is exiting. It's the second system that has that much colder air with it that's going to wrap around the backside of this low pressure, and the wind direction coming across the lakes, the much warmer lakes relatively, is going to keep us in those lake effect snow bands for a little bit longer. So that cold air, you see it in some spots, will actually get what's called a double fetch across the lakes, where you have two lakes in play, where you're traveling here all the way down over Lake Erie, and so areas like Cleveland potentially getting that double fetch where you have lake effect snow being deposited from two different lakes. Let's get the timing on here, because we start with the colder rain. Eventually, we start to see that colder air spilling in on the backside of this. Cleveland, you're in the zone for seeing that lake effect snow over towards Buffalo. Do we get into the zone here in the Tug Hill Plateau? The wind direction isn't quite right, but towards the second half of this, that's when I think we're going to start to see this pile up in areas like the Tug Hill Plateau. You can see Erie there down towards Cleveland, and then Paul focused on Michigan a lot, but parts of the UP of Michigan, you could see 5 to 8 inches of snow. A lot of the mitten of Michigan there in the range of 1 to 3. So, Lynette, again, manageable, but still nice to see the first snow for many of us for the season.
It is pretty festive, right? Well, we definitely have to keep
grand entrance, as Paul mentioned, in a way that is going to be record-breaking for a few of us, this cold snap. And yes, this is a cold snap. It's not going to have a lot of staying power. We're going to be cold for a couple of days in parts of the deep south and the northeast, but it's going to rebound pretty quickly as we head into the second half of the month. So there's the colder air that's starting to spill in. We've got freezing temperatures there for our highs tomorrow in Bismarck. You can see the focus of that cold air starts to move to the east, but behind that, the wind is going to pick up, and that is going to make all the difference, especially with our wind chills. It's so cold that we could even be flirting with some records perhaps here for parts of Erie, Youngstown, down through Buffalo and up through areas like Rochester. That's where we're expecting, at least approaching some of these record temperatures. But look at the wind chill. That is by far the more important number. Are we going to make it to the negatives in the northern tier? Not quite, but we're going to be really close in the single digits. So make sure you have all of the layers ready to go. Minneapolis, there's your wind chill. By the time we get to Monday, staying in the teens and 20s. And it will be lake effect snow, and that is expected to fire up starting next week. The heat stored in the warming Great Lakes helps to fuel the snow machine. The lakes are currently running up to about 5.5 degrees above average.
Scientists say it's a clear sign of climate change at work. The result is longer summers, warmer winters, and the potential for heavier, more intense snowstorms as the seasons collide.
Is it too early for Christmas music? I don't know. I'll have to let you decide. But let it snow. It looks very festive outside, right? It looks like Mother Nature is queuing up the perfect R&B soundtrack to start off the weekend. The flakes aren't just falling, they're sticking around. And while the snow serenades the Midwest, temperatures absolutely chilling. We're talking about highs in the low 20s, wind chills in the single digits, especially for the northern tier. So it's half past the hour. Weekend Recharge is rolling on. I'm Molly McCollum, joined by Lynette Charles and Paul Goodlow this morning. Paul, what do you think? Our producer, DJ Kayla, says it's not too early for Christmas music. What do you think?
Maybe even Savannah. Molly?
Well, as meteorologists, we often talk about the grand scale and the sheer power of nature, but sometimes we need to focus on its calming and healing energy. Our own Jen Carfagno traveled to the ancient, majestic red rocks of Sedona, Arizona to do just that. In the all-electric Chevrolet Equinox EV, Jen explored a sacred and supportive destination for the wellness in this special edition of Nature's Soul.
Hey there, good Saturday morning and welcome to Weekend Recharge. I'm Paul Goodlow.
I'm Molly McCollum.
And I'm Lynette Charles. America's weekend depends on the weather. And I believe that since we're past Halloween, I think it's holiday season. In fact, that we're getting a little bit of snow in the forecast. It makes me feel good.
I will admit, I think I'm going to put up my Christmas tree this week.
Yay.
I think I am,
I'm so proud of you.
Now, Christmas music,
not that yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
We probably won't turn it on yet, the Christmas tree.
Exactly. You don't have enough time, Paul. You have
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll turn on the lights
too late.
Exactly. You're giving in to all the marketing and out there. And
it's more of a time thing.
Yes, it's not enough. Time goes so quickly. Like, you don't have time to enjoy it. So you put it up.
Can we enjoy fall before we throw ourselves into Christmas? I don't know, just saying.
Hey, some people put it up before Halloween.
Yeah, they
so
do. Yeah.
I saw people take down their Halloween floaty or inflatables and put up Christmas inflatables.
Well, you only have so much storage space, so you just got to switch them out.
Or stop buying inflatables.
With all the wind we've had recently, that there's a good argument for that. Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Hey there, good Saturday morning and afternoon in some areas. Welcome to Weekend Recharge. I'm Paul Goodlow.
I'm Molly McCollum.
And I'm Lynette Charles. America's weekend depends on the weather. And a question for you, Paul. Are you not excited about the snow because you think it's because it's not going to last that long, because it's not enough, or because you just don't want it yet? It's too early.
I like the snow. I'm excited it's coming, but I'm not, I know it's not going to last very long. So I'm just more realistic that...
You've kind of been a Debbie Downer this whole morning.
Well, no. I've been a Debbie Downer for people putting Christmas decorations, playing Christmas music. I mean, can we not? We just got out of Halloween. Halloween started September 1st. And now Christmas is starting November 1st. It's just too soon.
You have to enjoy the whole season.
One day we're going to put the Grinch next to you side by side.
You don't need to. He just is the Grinch this morning.
There needs to be a voice of reason. Let me mansplain this to you.
Move along, please.
All right, we're moving along. Let's get to the closet. You haven't seen them since last season. It is time to bring all of that out this weekend. And we have the serious cold, widespread cold air. Paul talked about the southern tier. What about the northern tier? Because wind chills, they are a big factor even as we start off tomorrow morning. And you might think, okay, tomorrow our highs are in the 30s, Monday in the 40s. That's manageable, right, in Bismarck? But instead, it's the wind chill that's going to be the far more important number. Are we approaching records in areas like Pennsylvania, Ohio, New York? Yes, I don't anticipate on breaking a lot of records, northern tier, Great Lakes, Northeast, but just the fact that we're close shows you what kind of cold snap we're dealing with. I mentioned the wind chills, Bismarck all the way down into the single digits tomorrow, Minneapolis, teens, 20s for you in Chicago, and we'll basically stay there all the way through Monday morning. Lynette?
All right, Molly, thank you.